Where we are exactly at the moment is that a proposed amendment was put to us by management, which was balloted. We went to ballot with our membership, and it was a complete rejection with 91% of our members voting no. So we had a meeting with senior management on Wednesday this week. We brought up 5 points about the proposed amendment. 2 were actual requests for revision of the amendment itself. 3 of those points were seeking clarification on certain aspects of the proposed amendment. We're waiting for feedback from management at the moment on those 5 points. And then we're hoping really that we can find a midpoint between what the membership would like and the position set forward by management as regards the amendment. So if we can find somewhere in between, hopefully we feel that the industrial action could come to an end and the matter could be resolved.
So what are the issues that the membership isn't happy with presented by the Collector of Customs?
Well, to be honest, the 2 points that we're asking revision on are actual rotation periods. So we would, the request would be that those rotation periods would be reduced somewhat. As regards the clarifying points, one are whether, the rotation periods, would they begin when each officer actually went into the marine section or when the agreement was signed, because obviously there's a 6-year discrepancy between those 2 points. The next one would be whether time spent because there are 2 divisions in customs. There's the enforcement division and there's the administrative division. Whether time spent in the marine section counts towards time in enforcement, because biannual changes every 2 years, officers switch from enforcement to admin. So obviously that is essential to biannual changes. And then the last one is the biannual changes list. And this is maybe a side point, but also important because it affects rotation, whether career history can be taken as a criteria, as a point of criteria for changes in the biannual moments. So it means that if you may be number 1 on the list to change, but if you are in enforcement and have spent 10 years in admin previously, but there's number 2 has never been in admin, that should be taken into account in the biannual change. So that's one of the points that we want to seek clarification on.
At the moment, the officers out of uniform, while negotiations are ongoing, and obviously while there's hope, what do you think could happen?
Well, to be honest, that's something that we need to put to our members. We are having a general meeting, and I think, whilst we're negotiating, obviously we have 2 issues: the measures that have already been agreed, and then measures that escalate the industrial action. Obviously, whilst there is goodwill, we are still waiting for feedback from the Collector of Customs on those 5 points. While there's goodwill on both sides, I don't feel that there would be any further escalation. But at the same time, I don't feel that we would be, stopping industrial action if there's nothing agreed.
When you've got a dispute between departments, it's not very pleasant. How has it affected the workforce?
Obviously, we've been going on this for weeks now. To be honest, I think that people feel, quite tired of it. I think people would want to see this matter resolved sooner rather than later. I think we all do, both, management and workforce. But, I think that we're all hopeful that this can be resolved.